Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. My name is Daniel and I'm the High Mileage Helper. On this channel, my goal is to be able to help you learn more about the RV transporting industry, as well as give how-to videos for your truck, and then give recommendations along the way. So if this is our first time meeting, just consider subscribing, hitting the like button if you get good value. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the manufacturer wind speed limit and how that affects you as a driver. And we'll go ahead and get right into the video. So what is the manufacturer wind speed limit? Well, essentially every manufacturer, when they have us as drivers pull their units across the country, what they require is if the wind speed gets excess of this limit, you have to pull over. They require us as drivers to pull over. Now, every manufacturer, it may be a different wind speed that they require, but from what I've heard across the industry, what Synergy has told us as drivers is that the manufacturer wind speed limit is 25 miles an hour. Now, my understanding is that is not a, if it reaches, a peak of 25 miles an hour wind speed, that's not when you pull over. It's actually when it's consistent. So there might be a wind gust of 25, of 30, but if it's not consistently, constantly, at least 25 miles an hour, we are still able to drive. Now, if I'm wrong on that, somebody please correct me in the comments, but that's been my understanding for 4 years now, is that the manufacturers, I guess all together have said 25 miles an hour consistently is more than enough. So if it reaches that, then you need to pull over. Now, in most cases, you're going to be feeling it, whether you have a dually, we have a single rear wheel, you're going to be feeling those gusts of wind, whether it's constant or above and beyond those things. You're going to notice, hey, there's some serious wind going on, because essentially you've got an empty box behind you that is probably wanting to be thrown around in the wind. And so, the wind speed limit for these manufacturers, it's a serious thing. They require it of us as drivers to pull off at these times. And the truth is, you may be able to get away with driving way above that. If you go slow enough, you could probably pull it off where you're not going to be thrown all over the road. You're not going to be literally put on your side because the wind swept you up and threw you over. You may be able to do that. And if you are, I'm glad you're safe, but you're really playing with fire. It's not worth it to make it to the delivery. Whether you got paid $1 million or what we're getting paid, it is not worth it either way. It's too dangerous. I've seen too many one-ton dualies with, fifth wheels, which you're going to think, oh, well, those are going to be even more sturdier. I've seen more fifth wheels on the side of the road toppled over out in the west, where literally the wind just sweeps these things up and just throws them down. I've heard of others where they pulled off on an exit ramp, which was a lot higher up. It was steeper than the actual road was. And because they were literally parked at the top, the wind literally just knocked it down. Where the trailers literally rolled down a ravine. You see semi-tractors, the big boys who are actually on the road with these monster trailers, they're bigger boxes and they go down as well. They get thrown around all the time. And so for us to think that we're smaller, we're lighter, it'll be all right, that's more dangerous, actually. So whether you are out there driving out in the west, where the wind, there can be wind advisories, wind warnings, there can be some serious potential problems out there with wind. If it hits 25 consistent, man, I'm telling you, it's not worth it to go above that. No amount of money is worth the chance of you being thrown off the road, or worse, you hit somebody else because you get thrown around and you couldn't control it, and then they get hurt because of it as well. You're playing with fire, and it's a dangerous thing to do that. The best thing for you to do is to look ahead on these loads, where if you know you're going to be going into a place where, man, there's a lot of wind some portions of the year, check out and see, is there some serious wind coming our way? Am I going to be shut down on this load? I'm going to get halfway to this delivery and then have to pull off and wait a day until the wind settles down. That happens. Whether it's wind or snow or hail or whatever it is, there are weather things out there that can literally delay you a day, 2 days, and you're just going to be sitting there, picking your nose. It's not worth it. So for you, look ahead if you can. Maybe schedule things around those big windstorms. Potentially with wind, if there's anything in the air, you could potentially even damage the trailer. So there's just so many aspects of this. It's just too dangerous, and it's just not worth it. To get driver damage because you drove on the highway and you're going 65 miles an hour, and there's things flying around in the air because it's just insane out there, and then you get to the dealership and the front of the trailer is just beat to death along with your truck because you had to crunch out the last hour and a half or whatever it is to make the delivery. Man, don't do it. Don't do it. Not worth it. So anyways, that is the manufacturer wind speed limit, and that's how it affects you guys. I've had to do it before. I've had to pull over before. I didn't feel safe even before. It was like gusts of like almost 40, but it was like 23, 24 consistent. And I said, you know what, man, not going to happen. I'm done. I'm pulling off. Not worth it. It's too dangerous. The truth is, you could probably get away with it, but why? Why push it? If you're that concerned about being stopped, then don't take the load at all. Tell your dispatcher, hey, I was considering this load, but man, you might want to let other drivers know you probably don't want to go out this way on these days. Look out for other drivers if you can. Share this with other people. This is a dangerous thing. It's always somebody else that we say, well, it's not going to happen to me. Well, it happens to those folks, and they pay the price. And so it's just a dangerous thing to do. So anyways, hopefully this would help to you. Just kind of talking through these things about the wind and the dangers of that when you're out on the road. And the easy thing is that the manufacturers make it a requirement, and so maybe they can't exactly enforce it around the whole country every day all over the place, but us as drivers, as professional drivers who should know better, we should be even more careful about these things when we have a lot more things out on the road, a lot more weight to throw around. We should be extra cautious with this. So anyways, hopefully this was a help to you. If it was, just consider subscribing, hitting the like button if you got good value. And until next time, guys, hopefully you have a great day today, and we'll see you next time. God bless, guys.